Hello, my name is Jason. I'm here to present my final project for City Vision University. I have developed an apprenticeship program for the Springs Rescue Mission here in Colorado Springs University. Um, as you can see, this is an apprenticeship program, and it is a holistic approach to overcoming homelessness. Um, and what we will do at its core, this program equips our neighbors to rebuild their lives through mentored, hands-on training. This training leads to stability, purpose, and long-term sustainable employment. This is not a classroom-heavy instruction. It is real work, real skills, and real accountability paired with case management and spiritual support. Um, Development and readiness in 2025, we designed and validated a 90-day apprenticeship MVP that integrates hands-on training with OSHA 10 and OSHA 10 certification. We have aligned this program with SRM strategic plan, secured training platforms through 360 training, and build a curriculum that lives inside our day-to-day facilities operations. We are currently preparing for a pilot launch, which will clear with a clear pathway to a fully operational program. Our growth metrics, and validation, every client interviewed showed interest in participating. Every employer interviewed expressed interest in hiring apprentices, and I interviewed current contractors that come on our campus, and they are all interested in seeing what we have to offer as far as apprenticeships and apprenticeship programs. In just 90 days, SRM generated nearly 300 work orders, ensuring consistent hands-on training opportunities. We are currently seeing estimated cost savings of 20 to 30% on outsourced maintenance. Our partnerships and alignment. This program works because it is deeply integrated across SRM. Case management, facilities, administration, advancement, grants, and volunteers are all aligned. We also have strong interest from the community, employers, and full OSHA compliance built into the program. We are faith integrated. We develop trust in our Christian organizations in the U.S. has risen, trust in Christian organizations in the U.S. has risen post-pandemic, giving SRM credibility and a social capital. The problem is misconnection. We address the gap between people wanting to escape homelessness and employers wanting entry-level skilled workers. Our current solutions are traditional trade schools and workforce programs are classroom heavy and often require resources unavailable to the homeless community. On our campus, we have one bus line that runs downtown, and there's no access for bus tickets or anything else outside of what we offer at the mission. So this offers them hands-on training in the mission in our campus. And apprenticeships are already available through local union offices, through Pikes Peak State College, which they all require transportation and other means to access them. They would have to be able to get student loans or pay for the union ships, pay for tools, pay for all that kind of stuff. And at the Springs Rescue Mission Apprenticeship Program, we will pay for all of that. Number 8, there are no apprenticeship programs designed for adults experiencing homelessness in Colorado Springs that integrates housing, training, case management, spiritual support, and hands-on work. That isn't a surprise. We're also the only emergency shelter in town. So there is a real lack of support for adults attempting to come off of the streets and into stable employment and housing. So this is John. Meet John. John is a 35-year-old male and has been in the Springs Rescue Mission Hope program for about 6 months. He is ready to graduate, except that he has no hireable skills. He heard that there is a mass shortage of skilled workers in Colorado. In Colorado Springs, he has long gaps in work history, wants to work, but the process makes him feel overwhelmed. John feels stuck. John has taken a huge step and applied for the SRM apprenticeship program, hoping that he will gain some skills so that he can join the workforce, gain stable employment, and find a network of support after his graduation from the HOPE program. In the SRM apprenticeship program, John will be able to work side by side with SRM facilities technicians and learn valuable skills in HVAC, electrical, plumbing, carpentry, and many other trades. He will also get his OSHA 10 and OSHA 30, the gold standard in occupational safety across the United States. For the first time in years, John will be able to put something that he is proud of on his resume. He will have a clear pathway out of homelessness, restored hope through a community of faith, trust and dignity, rebuilt, immediate work experience, shorter, achievable employment pathway, and a job that has purpose. Here is my business canvas model. Number one, where's number one? Our customer segments, of course, are the graduates of the HOPE program. And in time, possibly people transitioning from homelessness to unemployment to stable living, and SRM housing residents. Our donor segments are the internal segments are existing SRM donors, major donors, and legacy donors. External segments are current contracted vendors, community contractors, workforce programs, and foundations. Our value proposition: paid hands-on training, trade skills development, long-term employment, financial stability, decreased barriers, discipleship, employment pipeline, vocational training, SRM facilities, employment, possibly 1,000-hour apprenticeship focused on hands-on learning, reduced barriers, and trauma-informed environment. Donors, their value proposition would be visible results, return on investment, reduced dependence on grants, and reduced recidivism. Our channels, sources for new clients are internal pathways, existing vocational training programs, case management referrals, flyers, staff referrals, and word of mouth, and also program visibility. Having clients of the apprenticeship program throughout campus working will be a big boost to the word of mouth aspect of this too. People currently experiencing homelessness on the streets will be able to see our program moving in real time. Sources for new donors. We tap into sources for new donors. We'll tap into existing donor pool through department development, campus tours showing real work, impact storytelling, market to vendors and networking. Sources for other segmented partners would be International Facilities Management Association, Building Owners and Managers Association, networking, direct outreach to hotels, apartments, contractors, tours, employment protocols. Customer relationships, our clients, we train side by side, high touch, trauma-informed coaching, mentoring, weekly check-ins. We'll do weekly check-ins. We'll do alumni events, advancement, or how do we grow? We'll do alumni events, advancement, and leadership development. Customer relationships with donors and other partners. We'll practice donor and partner stewardship, progress reporting events, and to grow, we'll do donor cultivation, targeted marketing, and employer roundtables. Revenue streams, internal billable maintenance projects, social enterprise billable maintenance projects, and contract work, long-term contracts. Revenue streams for donors, be EF1 grants for the short term, monthly gifts, project sponsorships, planned gifts. Nonprofit outcomes, kingdom advancement, social impact, dependency to self-sufficiency, community impact, and reduce recidivism. Key activities, clients, apprentice. For key activities, clients will be apprenticeship training, instruction, case management, social enterprise, real-time training, and relational development. For donors, employer partnerships, SRM internal departments, and Kingner partnerships. Key resources, human resources, facilities manager, apprenticeship instructors, case managers, Physical resources. SRM has 15 acres with 15 buildings. Intellectual resources will be apprenticeship curriculum, OSHA certifications, SOP field guides, revenue model program data. Financial resources would be grants, donors, social enterprise revenue. Spiritual resources, discipline or discipleship culture, and Christian mentorship. Key partners, our key partners are local trade employers, property management companies, faith-based employers, SRM internal departments, case management, advancement, finance, vocational training. Other external stakeholders be OSHA, trainers, 360training.com, IFMA, employer pipelines, social enterprise partners, churches, and other nonprofits. The cost structure, the direct program cost for OSHA 10 is $59 per client. OSHA 30 is $159 per client. Tools and PPE, we estimate at $200 per client. Staffing and instructions throughout the life of the apprentice would be $6,000 to $7,700, along with a stipend of $14.81 per hour per client at a 40-hour week. So how do we do it? Our primary customer revenue streams are going to be donors, funders, grants, and social enterprise. It is our hope that the grant section will fall off after the first year and it will be strictly social enterprise and donors. Our pricing model is major donors are $5,000, $25,000 for the apprenticeship cohort. Grants is $1,500 to $4,000 per apprentice. Internal SRM value creation is $2,000 to $4,000 saved per apprentice through facilities labor. Revenue and customers, cohort of 2 to 4 apprentices during 90-day pilot program, cohort of 10 to 16 apprentices estimated post-pilot. Revenue is estimated at $10,000 to $15,000 during pilot program. Revenue is estimated at $25,000 to $50,000 post-pilot without consideration to social enterprise. Social enterprise is to replace grant revenue after 2 to 4 years if necessary. Basic math on the revenue, $3,500 average donor grant revenue per apprentice, $2,500 labor saving per apprentice. Total revenue value per apprentice is $4,000 to $6,000. Lifetime value of average customer of the average donor would be donors 2 to 4 years. Average annual giving tied to the program is $1,500 to $5,000. Lifetime value per donor is $3,000 to $20,000. Program revenue per apprentice is $4,000 to $6,000. Where are they looking? Where is the homeless population looking for help? They're looking through homeless service providers, which are not necessarily rare in Colorado Springs, but they're not everywhere like they are in bigger cities like Denver. There's a workforce center, there's day labor agencies, and there's also community colleges. All of these have strings attached, except for the homeless service providers. The workforce centers are not great here in Colorado Springs, and the day labor agencies you're not going to get stable employment through those agencies. Community colleges, of course, cost money, require transportations, as does day labor agencies and workforce centers. How do we meet future apprentices? SRM already has an established program for acquiring clients into the HOPE program. We would like to introduce the apprenticeship program at a HOPE program orientation, and then continue the conversation and build the relationships with the clients as they progress through the program. And as they get to the end of the program, then they will know that we have an apprenticeship program and it is available to them. Also, our partner agencies will refer them over to us, as well as case managers and our ARS program. How do we get there? Consistent referral from case managers from SRM's 120 plus program participants at any one time. What do we use? Internal SRM referral ecosystem, our word of mouth, employer partnerships who actively seek SRM graduates, donor storytelling showing transformation and return on investment. What makes us different? We're an integrated model. We're housing, recovery, discipleship, and training on one campus, hands-on training on real-time active campus with functional facilities departments, excuse me, short achievable training cycles, free and high value training, created for adults experiencing homelessness and barrier to employment, rapid job placement, and a rapid job placement pipeline. Who? Um, Starts off with me, the facilities managers, 15 years plus in construction and construction processes, veteran, current facilities manager, proven leadership success, discipleship and mentorship, facilities technicians, OSHA certified, familiar with campus, familiar with maintenance processes and discipleship. Case managers, backgrounds in serving the homeless population, experiencing servicing adults with employment barriers, strong relationships with partner agencies. And financials. These are all based on assumptions. Of course, we can't run anything real until after we run our pilot program, but the assumptions include 1 to 3 years of financial projections. Year 1, 4 to 12 apprentices, year 2, 12 to 16 apprentices, and year 3, 16 to 20 apprentices. And revenue model, for the revenue model, we will have a donor grant funding of $3,500 per participant, internal savings of $2,000, total revenue per apprentice, $6,000. Key and critical assumptions in the model of expenses, customer conversion and market penetration, and 70% apprenticeship completion rate, 80% to 100% job placement rate. Yes, highlight each of these yearly for at least 3 years. Total customers, year 1, 12 graduates, $72,000 total revenue, for $42,000 in expenses. Program produces $32,000 of impact value. Year 2, 18 graduates, expand apprenticeship capacity, 50% revenue growth through donors and social enterprise. Net impact increase to $45,000. Year 3, 24 graduates, strong established employer demand and increased donor engagement and social impact, or social enterprise impact. Revenue is $144,000 at the end of year 3. And that completes this project. Thank you for your time.